downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Tony Allen.
Well, Allen is an elite athlete who gives everything he has when he's on the floor. A lockdown defender who's going to bring it the entire game. You better be ready to play when you go against Tony Allen.
Right, lockdown is correct. His whole focus is getting the ball, whether it's loose balls, rebounds, forcing the ball handler in a turnover, a bad shot, all those 50-50 type things, he is right on it. Now here's Gasol, the 15-footer. That's good. Gasol's got the opening bucket of the night here for Memphis.
They get the first bucket of the game there.
And I think it's going to be a good one.
The feed to Evans. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. You know, getting the ball inside early.
Well, it worked to perfection there. I like the game plan. Get it inside, force the defense to react, and then play off your big man.
Now here's Prince. The fader. And the shot falls short this time.
Drew Holiday established himself as an elite player in a breakout year. When the team decided to move Iguodala, they were looking for a leader, and their young point guard stepped right into that role.
Gasol, a screen on Smith. Conley with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And for Drew Holiday, with the departure of Iguodala and Lou Williams, the ball was in his hands a lot more last season. Of course, as we know, he made his first All-Star game appearance.
Well, he really produced, Kevin. I mean, upped his scoring, almost doubled his assist, received a lot of votes for most improved. And you mentioned the All-Star game. I mean, he's just 23 years old, so it's got to feel good for Philadelphia to have their point guard of the future.
Now, here is Smith. Shot clock at 6. Holiday dishes to Smith. Stolen by Randolph. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Allen. Memphis moving it around. Conley kicks to Allen. He feeds it to Randolph. Can't hit. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Holiday up top. He's covered by Randolph. And the shot is good. Holiday's got his first points of the game.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Conley, the pass to Randolph. Conley sets a screen for Randolph. Back to Conley. There's the dish to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis the rebound. Prince takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Prince has got 5 now.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
And Holiday, here we go. He kicks it to Evans. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. He's drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Tayshaun Prince.
Another season and another drop in the numbers from Tyreke Evans, including his minutes. But if you look at his percentages, it was the most efficient scoring of his career so far. A lot has been said about him slumping since his historic 25-5 rookie season, but fans should be encouraged by how he played.
And that one falls for Evans. And for Tyreke Evans, a player who's had the ball in his hands his whole life, it's had to, be a tough adjustment, learning to play off the ball.
Yeah, I think that's been the big challenge. And he's not a great shooter, so players who are used to handling the ball and don't shoot particularly well, all of a sudden it's a really big adjustment trying to figure out that new position.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Zach Randolph. And Davis can't get it to go.
Great defense in the paint there, making it tough on the offense.
That's what he brings, a presence. I mean, you saw it on that miss.
Gasol with it. Now Smith defending. Left side Gasol. Conley inside the line. Hits the jumper in space. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Holiday with it. There's the bucket. Good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Allen dishes to Prince. Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside Gordon. Over to the wing. Holiday gets the bucket.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Allen outside. Here's Prince. No good. Evans with some nice D. And the Pelicans with the possession. Outside Gordon. Pass to Davis. Holiday attacking. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Holiday's got 8 points. Here is Conley. Feeds it to Prince. Lets a floater go. That's good. He has 7. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And it's slammed in by Davis. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over
Well,
his head.
you know what, Kevin?
Disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Holiday, good. Holiday's got 10.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Now here is Conley. Allen outside. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
The big story in New Orleans, guys, is the change of the name. From the Hornets, a name that came with the team when they relocated from Charlotte, to the brand new Pelicans. Now, Pelicans might not be the most intimidating name around the league, but it does have a nice and special connection to the city and state.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 10. To the middle. Stolen by Randolph. Conley against Holiday. Conley kicks to Gasol. Dishes it to Prince. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Conley, the pass to Randolph. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Conley gets the bucket. Well, Clark, and I really didn't know you knew this much about birds, but the brown pelican is indeed the state bird of Louisiana. Their numbers have rebounded dramatically after being hard hit by the Gulf spill. So a representation of the city's triumph, Steve, over great adversity.
Well, I'm happy it was something that is connected to the city. I'm talking about the name of Pelicans because, remember, originally this team was known as the Jazz, and that made sense. Utah Jazz made no sense. New Orleans Hornets made no sense. New Orleans Pelicans make sense, guys.
Now here is Conley. He's got 5. Again, Memphis.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Pelicans trail by 3. Holiday dishes to Gordon. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Down low. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Gordon. Anderson's got his first basket.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Gasol. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Davis. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Here's Gordon. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Oh, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Now Conley. He has 7. He dishes it to Gasol. 9 feet out. Pelicans pull it in. The drive by Gordon. Baseline J on the way. Holiday against Randolph. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. That's good. And it's a 4-point New Orleans lead. Here's Conley. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for New Orleans. Steamsma checked in for Davis. Aminu comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Rivers in for Eric Gordon. Knocks it loose, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Anderson against Prince. And the layup's good off the glass. Prince has got 9.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Rivers passes to Holiday. Now, here's Aminu, covered by Pondexter. Rivers kicks to Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. But 3. The shot is off.
And out of Arizona, Jared Bayless, a slashing combo guard. His jump shot is a little streaky, but he's really good at attacking off the dribble and drawing foul.
Davis dishes to Conley. Here's Pondexter. He's covered by Aminu. That's good. Davis has got the game tied up here for Memphis.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early stages.
Tell you what, both teams playing downhill. Who's going to blink first?
Now, here's Aminu. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Bayless stepping into that reserve role in Memphis last season.
It was really a perfect role for him, Kevin. He backed up Mike Conley, but also played alongside Conley as the 2 guard. Bayless is a combo. He can score, he can handle the ball and make decisions as well, but really kind of found his niche in the league last season.
Here's Holiday after Ed Davis's score. Rivers off a pick from Holiday. Rivers passes to Steamsma. And Anderson kicks to Rivers. Back to Anderson. And there's the pass to Rivers. 7-foot shot. Good work defensively by Conley.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Here's Bayless. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Rivers against Prince. Aminu. And too long on the shot.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Conley dishes to Pondexter. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Conley. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Conley's got 9.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees. They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Seven seconds left in the first. And he converts the layup. He's got 11.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
It's a we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It was a pretty solid first quarter for this club. They limited their mistakes and really took advantage offensively.
You know what? I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways. That's excellent pressure and good activity with the hands.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Tayshaun Prince out there with Davis. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. To the left wing. And Aminu kicks to Rivers. Hands it from downtown. Rivers has got 6.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks. The Grizzlies had no problem with who they were. They were very anchored in their identity, guys. They were a defensive-minded team, and offensively, they wanted to try to get the ball in the paint as much as possible.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. And Bayless kicks to Prince. Passes to Bayless. Prince against Anderson. Beyond the arc. Bayless's shot is off. Well, Clark, just kind of continuing your thought. The Grizzlies dead last in three-pointers taken and three-pointers made. And Steve, I don't think that bothered them one bit. It just wasn't their game.
Didn't bother them in the regular season because they were able to get away with it, but it sure hurt them in the playoffs. When they ran into the San Antonio Spurs, that lack of three-point shooting was absolutely the difference in the series. So I think moving forward, that's the area where they have the most improvement to make.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
New Orleans making some changes here. Marc Gasol's checked in for Davis. Randolph comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Allen subbed in for Mike Conley.
You know, there were high hopes for New Orleans last season, but after a slow start and injuries, they quickly fell out of the race. And you look back at the young players they played, and you can see why they struggled, but perhaps down the road it might serve them well.
Bayless the pass to Randolph. 6 to shoot. Shot to stop the run, and it's rejected. Outside Gordon. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got 7. As you said, Clark, with New Orleans, they got a chance to look at a lot of different players and figure some things out. Steve, with some of the early injuries, they found that Vasquez could be a tremendous point guard for him.
And then what they do, they went ahead and traded him to Sacramento, Kevin. But look, I like the direction that they decided to go with. They used Vasquez as an asset. They added Tyreek Evans, Drew Holiday. They have some good young talent on that roster now.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Tyreek Evans is now on a new team in New Orleans with a brand new 4-year contract. The former Rookie of the Year in Sacramento, but some of the Kings felt he hadn't developed the way they had hoped. Clearly, the Pelicans felt differently. They hope to vie for a playoff spot this season, with Evans' versatility enabling him to play multiple positions. He said, quote, "I'm about winning," adding that whether it's starting or coming off the bench in a Manu Ginobili type role, he's on board. guys.
He's done a great job. Thanks, Doris. Here's Randolph. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Here's Gordon, and he banks in the layup. Gordon's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pelicans.
They've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, and that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Here's Gasol. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Randolph's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And something else he has is an array of moves in the paint. You can make a training video for young players to figure out how to play down low in terms of how he gets it done inside.
Dives for it, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Bayless. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Allen kicks to Gasol. Back to Allen. Memphis moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bayless. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Now here's Rivers. He has 6, and it's Gordon penetrating. Misses from short range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Allen dishes to Randolph. Randolph, a screen on Evans. Layup off the pick. Bayless's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 6. Aminu with a screen for Rivers. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Allen.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Bayless the pass to Allen. Out to the wing. Pondexter kicks to Bayless. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in here.
And it's Gordon penetrating.
Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
And some great drives to the bucket for them to this point, guys.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
First free throw is good.
Gordon playing very well. 10 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Steamsman's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Here is Bayless. Off the inbound and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Pretty good performance from the free throw line last season. He was about 84% from the line.
You know, he really did excel at the stripe. I mean, they couldn't have asked for too much more from him when it came to knocking down free throws.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Bayless.
Memphis ended up 2 games back of the Spurs in the hunt for the Southwest Division title last season, but they played well against the division, going 10-6, but just came up a little short for the title.
Back to Gordon from past the arc. That's good. Gordon's got 14.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Here is Bayless. Kicks it to Randolph. The shot from the low post is good. Randolph's got 6 in the quarter. And such a tough division. The Southwest, as you were talking about, Clark. Memphis has yet to win a division title, as they often get beat out by one of the Texas teams, but they always are in the hunt.
And I don't think it'll be too long, Kevin, before they hoist up that first banner for winning the Southwest Division. I mean, the way this organization has put together this roster, they've made some shrewd moves to keep their flexibility. And you look at the Texas teams, particularly San Antonio and Dallas, starting to age. It's probably just a matter of time for the Grizzlies.
Bayless dishes to Gasol. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
And here's Rivers. He has 6. To the left side wing. Aminu with it. Now guarded by Pondexter. Just 5 to shoot. Rivers passes to Evans. That 3 off the mark.
You know, he's capable of making that shot, but I'd really like to see him take it to the hoop there.
Allen with it. Picked up by Rivers. Randolph can't hit. Pelicans leading by 5. Rivers kicks to Steamsma. Rivers with it. Pass to Gordon. Gordon off a pick from Steamsma. Shot off the screen. And it's Gordon missing.
Couldn't convert, but nice little 2-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
The feed now to Bayless. Back to Gasol. Now Bayless. Gasol dishes to Bayless. Cannot hit. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Here's Rivers. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Rivers has got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Randolph, a screen on Rivers. Bayless. And that's collected by Steamsma.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And it's Gordon penetrating. Hit his leg. And the ref's saying you kicked it. And the Pelicans making a change here. And here are the Pelicans now. 7-point differential. Evans passes to Steamsma. With his first shot attempt, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, no mistakes on the offensive execution there.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Prince kicks to Davis, and that one's good. Davis has got 8 points.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Holiday against Conley. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got the lead back up to 9 now for the Pelicans. Here's Conley. He's got 11. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Conley. He feeds it to Allen. 6 to shoot. Back to Conley. Pulls up. High post. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Anderson dishes to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for New Orleans. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Holiday goes in. Shot by Evans. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Conley, the pass to Pondexter. Davis kicks to Pondexter. Prince outside. Memphis moving it around. 4 on the clock. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Prince has got 11 points. 41 seconds left now here in the second.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
And Holiday kicks to Evans. Back to Holiday. The dish now to Gordon. Clock at 4. High, arcing shot, and he lays it up and in. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for New Orleans.
What a finish with that hoop.
Conley against Holiday. Conley kicks to Prince. A second chance effort, and the layup is good. Prince has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
And the first half is now in the books. Pelicans lead by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us at halftime. We've got a terrific game going on at FedEx Forum. The New Orleans Pelicans have the lead against Memphis. One look at their field goal percentage says it all. They're scoring at will. For Eric Gordon, it's been too easy against Memphis. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And a resilient Grizzlies team is staying in it. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. We've seen Tayshaun Prince in top form. He's got 13 points and 3 rebounds as well. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. We're seeing a tremendous game from Eric Gordon.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Davis and Smith together down low. And it's Evans in at the small forward. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Evans has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Pelicans.
You know, I thought it really worked out well. The 76ers gave Holiday that big extension prior to last season. He rewarded them with an all-star year. And, of course, then he was eventually moved on to the Pelicans in a draft day deal. But a lot of value in Drew Holiday.
Conley's shot is off.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Gordon with it. Guarded now by Tayshaun Prince. Here's the teardrop. Outside Conley. He kicks to Gasol. Outside Conley. Conley sets a screen for Randall. Pass to Allen. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And going back to Holiday, rewarding the Sixers with an all-star season, and Clark still young as well.
I like what I've seen from this young man. He'll continue to improve. I like that he was more aggressive using his size and getting to the rim, increased his free throw attempts. He's got to learn to continue to minimize those turnovers and get outside of the top 2 in the league in most turnovers committed. That's something that I'm sure he'll be locked into getting better at.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Evans against Prince. Smith off a pick from Davis. From about 16, and Drew Holiday. The bucket on the assist by Smith. 19 points for Drew Holiday. Conley against Holiday. Randolph, a screen on Holiday. The drive by Allen inside to Randolph. And Davis pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 8. Gordon with it. Gasol covering. Gordon against Gasol. Gordon dishes to Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, the thing I noticed with him is what makes him so difficult to defend, how good he is at running the pick and roll. He sets really good screens. His timing is right. And then the roll always seems to be in rhythm and in sync with his point guard.
And, Steve, one thing that might not get as much attention, but, his screens are some of the toughest and best in the league. You can go under or trail, but you're not getting through his screens.
The free throw drops for Smith.
Well, for the Grizzlies, the 5th best record in the league last season, guys. Defeated the Clippers and the Thunder in the playoffs, but it all came to a crashing end when the Spurs swept them in the conference finals.
Well, and back in that series that Clark was talking about against the Spurs, more competitive than it might seem. Steve, you and I were talking about this. 3 of the 4 games were close. In fact, 2 obviously really close, going to overtime.
But I thought the weakness of Memphis was really exposed, Kevin, and that was the outside shooting. San Antonio just guarded the paint. They took Zach Randolph pretty much out of the series, and they begged Memphis to shoot from long range. And when you don't have floor spacing in the playoffs, it makes it awfully tough to score.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He's looking for some old-fashioned offense right now. He wants the pick and roll to be the centerpiece of their game plan at that end of the floor. He added one more thing as well, which was that he wants them driving the lane and taking the ball strong to the hoop at every opportunity. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
It's interesting. Zach Randolph had a few off-the-court issues early in his career, especially when he was with the Portland Trail Blazers. And the Grizzlies gave up almost nothing to acquire him from the Clippers. But they've got to be glad that they did, because he's developed into an outstanding player and really a good teammate as well. He's become a leader of that club.
Conley against Holiday. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. That's good. Holiday's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. Randolph was asked by someone in the press court, why was he such a great fit in Memphis? He said, it's a blue-collar town. I'm a blue-collar type player. I kind of like that, Clark.
That says it all right there to me, and I would factor in this too, Kevin, his strength and physicality. Certainly fit with the DNA of that team. Their culture is built on effort and bruising play. And Zach Randolph fits into that nicely.
Conley kicks to Randolph. The baseline jam. And that one's good. Randolph's got 10. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Holiday, the pass to Gordon. And low to Davis. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Conley with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And that one's good. 15 points for Prince.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
New Orleans leading by 8. Now here is Holiday. 21 points in the game. Gordon dishes to Davis. Back to Gordon. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. And that's 20 points for Eric Gordon.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Tries it from 9. Gasol, no good.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor. Virtually uncontested. And it's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Conley kicks to Prince. Shoots from the baseline, and he gets it to go. Prince has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Holiday, the pass to Evans. Evans off the pick from Davis. Evans goes in. Back to Holiday. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Clock at 6. And he drops in the way up off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Conley against Holiday. Prince outside. And it's Conley penetrating. Evans with some nice D. Pelicans leading by 12. Right side Holiday. And it's good. Holiday's got 25 points.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Here's Prince. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. He's got 19.
Well, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. You are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Gordon kicks to Davis. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
To the right side. Gasol attacking. Eric Gordon grabs the board. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Smith outside. Gasol with the steal. Jumps up, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one's on Evans.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up, and you can get some easy hoops that way.
Well, and the steal made it possible. It all starts with the defense, and they could use a few more sequences like that one.
Some changes for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Randall. Pondexter comes in for Tayshaun Prince, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Allen.
For the majority of his career, Marc Gasol has been referred to as the other Gasol. But last season, you can make that case that he surpassed his brother Powell in terms of impact on the court.
Rivers dishes to Steamsma. Now here's Rivers. D right on him. And here's Anderson for 3. Cannot hit. And Memphis the other way now. And Marc Gasol, a little bigger than his older brother Powell, very comfortable at the center position, whereas Powell is a little more of a tweener. They're both obviously so incredibly skilled.
They sure are. I mean, both Gasol's able to play in the high post as passers or jump shooters or down on the low block, and where they can use their array of offensive skills. Pretty impressive to see two players like that coming out of the same family.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Conley. 11 points in the game. Feeds to Bayless. Dishes to Gasol. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. And that's now 9 points for Marc Gasol.
You know, when he gets the ball that close to the basket, it's almost an automatic 2 points.
Well, the defense has to battle him down there and keep him out of position in the first place. Do your work early.
You know, something we're seeing less and less of these days, that little finger roll.
Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Rivers, and Gasol sends it back. Conley against Howard. Conley, the pass to Bayless. Right side Gasol. That drops. And now just a 5-point New Orleans lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Memphis.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also the steals. I mean, they've really been harassing the ball today, forcing mistakes, really turning that into their advantage.
With he's checked in for Greg Steamsma. Memphis with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And the pass to Bayless. No good on the three.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target, it just didn't fall.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
We watched Holiday play great basketball. 25 points and several assists.
Pretty much unguardable out there. He has just been fantastic in this game.
Oh, it's been a stupendous performance, no doubt.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Pelicans making a change here. Smith is checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Prince kicks to Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 10 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Holiday dishes to Smith. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 7.
Boy, the Hornets were a very young team last season, had several draft picks that saw meaningful time and were even in the rotation. And this team was NBA young, and that often means you're going to struggle on the road. Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hey, guys. Well, Grizzlies head coach Dave Yeager is all in on advanced stats, and that was a big reason that he became their head coach, fitting in with a new initiative from ownership in the front office. He knows his marching orders. A team that is among the lowest in three-point field goals will, in his words, look to open the floor, spread the floor, and give their bigs more room to work inside. He said, quote, other teams aren't going to have 9 dudes in the paint when Zach's trying to back down. But guys, they're still going to play inside out. He said, quote, I like three-pointers, but I love layups and free throws.
Well, Doris, it makes sense. They're tough to handle down, but it opens up things for everyone else.
You know, it's quite surprising to see them leading at this point, given the number of turnovers they've already committed.
No question. There's been some good and some bad from them in the first half, but they need to tighten things up here.
And for the Pelicans, Steve, there were teams with fewer road wins than them, but not many. Only 11 road wins for them as they went 11-30 on the season.
Well, the trouble with New Orleans last year was that they really didn't have any aspect of their game that they could count on. on the road. And if you can't score and you can't defend, it's hard to win at home, much less win on the road.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And once more, he gets it. Another bucket from Rivers. Rivers has got 4 points this quarter.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Davis, the pass to Bayless. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Conley. They get the rebound. It could go. No good on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Pelicans ahead, up by 4. And we're to do it for the third quarter. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie and the truck, for showing it. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
New Orleans leading by 4. Conley and Allen are the guard set. Tayshaun Prince out there with Quincy Pondexter. And it's Randolph in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. It's stolen by Allen. He dishes it to Prince. Pondexter kicks to Conley. Pass to Pondexter. Takes a 3. That's good. Pondexter's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies.
That's not the way for a team to get back into a game, by giving up easy shots like that. It has to start at the defensive end.
Evans dishes to Holiday. Kicks to Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
Well, he's very strong inside, particularly as a finisher. So even if you give him a hard foul, hard contact, nothing seems to bother him. And this guy, as a result, is a good scorer.
Exactly. That's about the only way to stop him once he's making a run at the hoop.
Randolph passes to Pondexter. 5 to shoot. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. So we'll see Zach Randolph go to the line here. That one's on Eric Gordon. Marc Gasol is checked in for Memphis. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration. Well, in many ways, the Grizzlies aren't like most teams out west. They don't try to overpower you with offense, and they don't have a superstar to lean on for big baskets at the end, but they still know how to get wins in the tough Western Conference.
Gordon kicks to Holiday. Pass to Davis. Gasol with the steal. Conley with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Gordon against Conley. There's the feed to Prince. Inside to Randolph to take the lead. Goes back up. Prince misses. New Orleans has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And when they did last year, Memphis would go 56 and 26 overall. And Steve, with 34 of those wins courtesy of other teams in the Western Conference.
Well, they didn't seem to play like a lot of the other teams in the West, but it didn't matter. I mean, defense, toughness, rebounding, they were who they were. They established their identity, and that's one of the reasons they became such a tough team in that conference.
And he makes the first.
Injury has always been the big concern when you talk about Eric Gordon, but if you're a team, you have to roll the dice on him just because he's such an explosive scorer when he's healthy.
Gordon hits both of them. Well, going back there at Gordon Clark, you said roll the dice, and roll the dice the Pelicans did, matching the Suns' max offer, Steve, to get him.
Well, you know, he's had a history of injuries.
Oh, man, what a play.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. The Grizzlies trail by 4. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Randolph, hits the jumper. Randolph's got 9 points here in the second half.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And Clark, you mentioned the new colors for the Pelicans. No longer the purple, teal, and gold of the Hornets, but blue, gold, and red from the city flag of New Orleans. Steve, looks pretty good.
It does look good. And remember the other connections. I mean, blue is featured on the Louisiana state flag. Gold, Mardi Gras color, of course. You know, and then you think about the connection to the plumage of the brown pelican, which I've studied for years. And then, of course, red. I mean, the red represents... I have no idea what red represents, Kevin.
Here's Evans. Here's Anderson, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Conley kicks to Allen. Into Zach Randolph. Back to Allen. Memphis moving that ball around. Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. And it's 13 points for Marc Gasol.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Holiday dishes to Davis, and that one's good.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Conley, the pass to Allen, into Marc Gasol. Good. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not too many of those shots were dropping for him in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second.
In low to Davis. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark. Bring it down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Conley sets a screen for Randolph. Elbow shot. No good from Gasol.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Outside, Davis. And Holiday, here we go. Clock at 4. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Holiday. And now a 9-point Pelican lead. The Grizzlies shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Conley dishes to Randolph. And it's blocked by Anderson. Evans against Gasol. Gordon kicks to Holiday. Anderson outside. He feeds it to Gordon. The dish to Davis. From down in the low post, it goes. Davis has got 14 points now in the second half.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Conley kicks to Randolph. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Evans has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. An easy 2 points on the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Gordon against Allen. Outside Holiday. Back to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's 18 points for Anthony Davis. And for Memphis, they're shooting at 42% in this final quarter. Conley kicks to Gasol. They need this one, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Boy, has he picked it up in the second half. He's on fire.
Pelicans leading by 13. Pass to Gordon. Prince against Evans. Gordon, the pass to Evans. Gordon dishes to Anderson. Can't cash in from close range. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. It's Prince on the wing. Misses off the right iron.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Here's Evans. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Pelicans lead by 15.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
Prince outside. Conley against Holiday. And it's Conley penetrating. The 15-footer. Here's Randolph. Rejected by Evans. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Jason Smith, he's checked in for New Orleans.
Jason Smith.
New Orleans on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Prince kicks to Allen, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tony Allen. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know, turnovers really weren't part of the story here early on, but that's changed now. They're starting to have some trouble handling the ball.
So it's the Pelicans now. And here's Holiday. The drive by Gordon. And the foul on Tayshaun Prince. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Here's Holiday. And he drops it in from the low post. Holiday's got 12 points in just the second half.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Here's Gasol. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Kevin, you'd expect them to protect the ball better, but that hasn't been the case here. They've turned it over often, but still find themselves out in front somehow.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. You're right, Clark. Lots of mistakes and lots of turnovers.
Kevin, this is a really talented team, so they can sometimes overcome some of the mistakes that they create on their own. And I think that's what we're seeing here. They're fortunate to be in the position they're in.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
During that break, Coach Dave Yeager had some words for his team. He said they need to start attacking in the open court. He doesn't want to see them operating in a strictly half-court offense. He wants their tempo to become more of a weapon. He also said something you don't hear too often from a coach. He told his guys they should have a shoot-first mindset instead of trying to be, quote, too cute with the ball. Likely the final major changes to their game plan as they try to make a late comeback here in the 4th. Kevin, back to you.
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Conley and another basket for Memphis. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. Feeds to Smith. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. That's now 8 points for Smith. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Randolph, a screen on Holiday. Holiday against Conley. For the three. Another miss by Conley.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half, still bageled in the second. So far in the game for Randolph, he has 15 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
It shows you what an intelligent defender he can be on the ball. He really understands the game.
That one is off.
You know, when Randolph was younger, guys, he got a bad rap for making bonehead plays on the court, putting up ill-advised threes and committing foolish fouls and so on and so on. But since coming to Memphis, he's been as heady and as smart and as engaged a player as anyone at the 4 spot in the league. He's one of my favorite guys to watch work because he does it with skill, force, and understanding of the game.
Well, you talk about Randolph's understanding of the game, not the biggest or the most athletic guy, but, certainly, Steve, he finds ways to be effective.
You know, Kevin, I was a teammate of his rookie season.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, and you could see then he had all kinds of skill and feel for the game. A terrific passer and just has a way of putting the ball in the basket.
Only played the 1 season at Michigan State.
That's right.
From Marion, Indiana, Zach Randolph. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. Holiday against Conley. And Holiday kicks to Evans. And Prince comes to help. Shoots from 12. And Allen with the block.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Pelicans.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Well, the ball movement was good. The player movement was excellent, and you only get assists when guys make shots.
It always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as we got great numbers for Drew Holiday. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Gordon against Randolph. Evans outside. Here's Davis. And the layup is good.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
"19 seconds left in the 4th. And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Dishes to Gordon. Evans attacking. Back to Gordon. Right side Davis. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Tyreek, what was the focus on strategy for this team coming into tonight's game?
Playing hard, we had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard with energy. That's where it starts from, and we did a great job that tonight.
Tyreek, thank you. Kevin, amazing what can happen when you play hard.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Drew Holiday.